Louisiana Beer Review Special Edition. Blue Moon's Golden Nut Revisited. My daughter and I looked at this last year, and we weren't too thrilled with it. And I wrote the review, and then I was drinking it after I wrote the review, and I started thinking, this is pretty good. It's the kind of beer, and this happens more than you would think. I drink a beer, and at first I don't like it, and then the more I drink on it, the more I like it. The best by date here is January, I don't know, it's something 14. But it's 9% alcohol, so it shouldn't matter. It's crafted with the juice of Chardonnay grapes, 100% wheat, no barley at all, no corn, no rice, just wheat, and Nelson Sauvin hops. This was originally called Vintage Golden Ale, 25.4 ounce bottle. This is a really big bottle. Maybe I shouldn't have decided to revisit this evening. This was the last one Mathern's had, and he was trying to get rid of it, so he sold it for cheaper than normal. It was normally kind of expensive. This has been retired. There were 4 beers in this series. If you look on the Blue Moon website, they'll give you all 4. Say what you want to about Blue Moon and Molson Coors, but they have really good websites, especially the Blue Moon one. That website is very extensive. It's pages and pages of information. They talk about each beer that they make and that they used to make. They give the original names of the beers, because many of them had different names, and lots of good information. Okay, so it's very helpful. Oh well, this has a pretty, well, I was going to say thick, but it's not that thick. A medium, mostly white head, and the appearance is golden, and it's hazy. Pretty hazy. It's bubbly, and don't see any big sediment chunks. So it is definitely a golden ale, but it's a golden wheat ale. The aroma is very grape-like, right? It's like white bread and grapes. The IBUs in this beer is 2, so they might put like a little bit of hops in there, right? But only enough to give it a 2 bitterness unit. So you may as well say it's wheat and then Nelson Sauvin grapes. It's a flavored beer. I really enjoyed their graffiti series. Those were flavored, but they were very well done, and they were only like $4.50 a bottle or less. Okay, so it smells nice. It doesn't smell, doesn't smell extraordinary or earth-shaking, but it smells nice. I think I got this bottle for $4.99 on the closeout, out of the closeout basket. The alcohol does show itself a bit. The wheat, certainly. So, like I was saying in the aroma, think of lots of bread, some alcohol, the grape flavor, but it's not overtly grape. I think this is the kind of beer. I think this is the kind of beer that you could give someone and not tell them it had grapes. And I don't think they would guess. I really don't. Michael Komaroff, when I was over in Brooklyn earlier this year, he says, try this IPA. And it was orange, like an IPA, and I was drinking it. And I said, wow, it's really good. I love it. And he says, you notice anything special in there, a special ingredient? We were in Brooklyn, and I said, at his house, and I said, no, not really. He kept saying, what do you notice? Do you notice anything? And I said, no, it just tastes like a really good IPA. And then at the end he said, he put the can down and he said, here's what it is. I said, grapefruit sculpin? And I didn't pick up any grapefruit. Now if he had planted that in my head beforehand, this is what it is, I might have been thinking that. I know this has the Chardonnay grape juice, so I know it's there, but I'm not picking it up too much. Well, the mouthfeel is medium to heavy. This is a fairly heavy beer. Pretty solid stuff. The finish is on the dry side. It's not overly sweet. It has some wine character to it, but really, I don't think anyone would believe it was wine. And it obviously is not. So, but a wine drinker might appreciate it, because oftentimes they don't like beer. I have a friend that loves wine. He doesn't like beer. You buy it when I go over there to watch the Saints game. He doesn't like it. I mean, he'll drink it, but he never. We go somewhere, he's drinking a wine. Okay. How will it pair with this upside? I got a little bit left. This upside down pecan pineapple turnover cake sort of thing here that my neighbor over there gave me some of it. Let's see. Very nice, but I think a glass of milk would be better with that. So, if you watch our previous video of this beer, we were really downgrading it. But now, I think I would give it an A. It's a most excellent beer. A lot of times it really is me and not the beer. You're not ready for it, so you maybe unfairly attack it. I was looking for the Red's Wicked Black Cherry Ale today. They have 12 packs in Matherns. I didn't want to get a hold of a 12 pack. I'd like to get one of the tall boy singles. So I only have to go through it once. I would not want to have to go through it 12 times. So I'll do a review of that. This is from 1980. It's Street and Smith's official yearbook pro football. We don't get too much Street and Smith's around here anymore. I don't even know if it's made. We get Athlons and Lindy's, but this company might have gone out of business. You see Dan Fouts. I like this old San Diego Chargers uniform, really. Don't necessarily like the straight stripes in the pants, too much like the Rams. I liked when they went back to the lightning bolt. Old cigarette commercials. Advertisements, I mean. A lot of people aren't aware that when this team started in 1960, they were the Los Angeles Chargers, and after 1 year of not a whole lot of success attracting fans, they moved and became the San Diego Chargers. And also, a charger has a double meaning: the lightning bolt, electricity, and a horse used in a cavalry charge. So they have a nickname with two meanings: a horse and electricity. There's the 1970s to 80s Jets uniform, late 70s to 90s, excuse me, 1997 Jets uniform, the modern look, and they went back to the semi-throwback look. You will see that Jets uniform featured in the 1980 movie Flash Gordon, music by Queen. One more thing, the NFC West, let's see how they're predicting it. Oh well, I don't have time. And you might say, we're not interested in football, we watch this for beer. I understand that. I wanted to see, because in 1980 the Saints looked to be a good team, and they finished with 1 win and 15 losses. And one more thing, this is from 1981. Jim Plunkett, who is making a great comeback starting in the 1980 football season. He won 2 Super Bowls at a time when really they thought his career was finished. And so he's a very famous quarterback, Jim Plunkett, originally with the Patriots. And of course, cigarette advertisements. So in A beer, thank you for watching this video production. Laissez les bon temps rouler. Yeah, you might see it around. Beer Advocate, only 6 reviews. Rate Beer, only like 29, and they're not too thrilled with it. Y'all come on down to New Orleans.